A fifth Transformers movie is on the way, and yet there are still elements from the cartoon and the comics that we still have yet to be included. Of course, a new film means that there is a new opportunity to give fans what they want. And today we're sharing our list of 7 things we think that needs to happen in Transformers 5. At number 1, we want the universe to be expanded. What made the Avengers such an exciting movie, you guys, was that Marvel spent several years and several movies setting it up. By the time the Avengers finally assembled, fans were as excited for it as parents are for the birth of their firstborn child. Hasbro wants to start expanding the Transformers movies into a Marvel-style shared universe, but instead of just jumping right into it, do what Marvel did and start out slow. Use Transformers 5 to start introducing elements of a shared universe. Fans want to see G.I. Joe and Transformers share the same big screen. So now is the time to throw in a reference to G.I. Joe existing out there. It doesn't have to be a huge part of the movie, but it could be like S.H.I.E.L.D. in the first Iron Man or Hawkeye's appearance in Thor. There's of course plenty of other opportunities within the Transformers universe like Beast Wars that could be explored in future films. So toss in a mention about the Maximals and Predacons too. There are tons of opportunities to expand the universe, but now is not the time to throw in the kitchen sink, so start very small with just a few references and see what fans like and don't like. At number 2, Cybertron. We keep hearing about Cybertron and there's been kind of glimpses of it, but now it's time to finally take us there. We'd be perfectly happy if Transformers 5 abandons Earth entirely and takes place entirely on Cybertron. I said it. If Paramount came out and said Transformers 5 is going to take place on a planet that's populated by giant transforming robots that fight each other all the time, would anybody complain? I don't think so. That sounds like a great movie to me, so stop telling us about Cybertron and show us it already. The last movie ended with the perfect setup for this to happen, so it's time for Optimus Prime to take the fight off of Earth and back to Cybertron. At number 3, give us classic Megatron. The movies have kind of dropped the ball when it comes to Megatron. He's come back from the dead more times than Jason Voorhees, and each time he does it, he's changed into a different vehicle he transforms into. If you're gonna bring back Megatron for yet another round, then it's time to introduce the original Megatron design into these movies. While everybody else was transforming into cars and planes and boats, Megatron turned into a pistol. In some comics, he turned into a giant-sized gun, while in others, he turned into a regular-sized handgun because no one cares about physics in the Transformers universe. And even in robot mode, he had a giant gun barrel attached to one of his arms, and it looked badass. Nobody cares about realism when it comes to Transformers, let's be real. So bring back Megatron, but this time, have him stop fooling around with being a tank or a jet or an evil truck and just make him a gun already. Number 4, dump the annoying humans. People who go see Transformers movies want to see giant robots fighting, not Shia LaBeouf or Mark Wahlberg. Sorry, not sorry. We know the studio will never get rid of humans completely in Transformers 5, so meet us kind of halfway and stop filling the movie with wacky comic relief characters that just end up being super annoying. We don't need someone like Agent Simmons to be weird and eccentric to keep us interested. The giant robots fighting should be plenty of entertainment. At number 5, bring back characters we actually kind of liked. As we stated before, we know that we'll never get a Transformers movie with no human character. So why not at least bring back characters we actually liked, like Maggie Madsen from the first movie. She, along with a few other computer hackers, played a big part in that movie and then was completely forgotten about in the sequel. But for whatever reason, the producers felt that Shia LaBeouf's awkward and annoying Sam Witwicky was way more interesting than the calm, intelligent, and confident hacker played by Rachel Taylor. She could easily be reintroduced into this franchise, and it would tie together the new Mark Wahlberg lead movies with the original trilogy without tossing in too much baggage into the whole franchise mix. At number 6, we want more female Transformers, y'all. It is no secret that boys like Transformers, but girls like it too. But aside from RC and Revenge of the Fallen, the Transformers movies have been primarily a boys' club, with most of the female characters relegated to eye candy. If the success of characters like Katniss and Black Widow taught us anything, it's that audiences love women that kick ass. There's already several female Transformer characters that exist in other iterations, so why not introduce some of them into the movie universe? This, among all the other things on our list, should be a total no-brainer. Make it happen, Paramount. At number 7, give us Unicron. The one thing that makes the Marvel movies work so well is the idea that there's a big bad guy named Thanos out there plotting to eventually bring our heroes to their knees. The audience knows he's out there and they can't wait to see him go up against the Avengers. The Transformers' biggest villain is Unicron, and we mean that literally. He's a Transformer that turns into a planet. So he's pretty much a big deal. The thing is, he's too big of a villain to just set up and take down all in one movie. So use Transformers 5 to start setting up Unicron as the ultimate threat lurking in the background. So far, each Transformers movie has introduced and disposed of the villain in every single film, and there's not much that ties the plots of each movie together. Audiences today are looking for more than this same old been there, done that plot. They want movies that both tell an entire story, but also set up a larger story, including a mere glimpse of Unicron that would get audiences so excited for future installments before they even leave the theater and help set up a larger universe to expand from. All right, now that you know our list of the things we think gotta happen in Transformers 5, it is time to share your choices. Head on down to the comments or tweet us at Clever Movies for your T5 needs. And after you've done all of that, you can click right here to find out a few things you might not know about the Transformers team. It's pretty awesome. For now, I'm Erin Robinson. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon with more movie news.